so your face isn't covered.
Hey guys, welcome to our Saturday night thrift haul. We go live every Saturday night at 8:30 Mountain Time. Set your alarms because we are here for like 5 years now. We've been doing this. I was actually just thinking,
I think it's 3
Jack,
or 4.
we initially set the 8:30 time because Jack was a baby and that's when he went to bed. Now the kids are up all hours of the night, but we're still live.
Yeah.
So if you guys want to shop along with our thrift haul, just go to jamirayvintage.com. Click Saturday Night Thrift Haul. It's all there. Things sell fast. So if there's something you want, don't wait. And we're going to tell you what we paid for it and what we're going to sell it for. And then at the end, we'll paint some stuff. Hopefully. It's a big thrift haul.
Yeah, we already have some painted stuff. If you watched, we went live a lot this week. We were busy at the church and IOD had their new release. If you haven't seen that stuff, it's some of their best stuff they've had. I feel like I say that every time, but they keep getting better and better.
It was so good. And then if you guys haven't signed up for text messaging for when we go live, definitely sign up for that. Caitlin can drop the phone number that you can text to get notifications. And then we also have a new member, Jessica. Welcome, Jessica. She's a new YouTube channel member. So be sure to go to community. So that way you can see when our next community live will be.
All right, I'm going to get on with it because we're here to show you some junk and stuff we thrifted. This is a milk jug galvanized situation, obviously some sort of knockoff, but we're going to make it cool. It says 2 on there. It's got a little chalkboard situation going. I'm going to see if I can get the 2 off with the magic eraser. Sometimes there's ghosting, but we might paint this. The whole thing or just this?
The whole thing. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. But
we're painting the whole thing.
We're going to paint it and stencil it because I want to use that new milk, the new dairy stencil that we have.
At Savers, this would have been $15. At the DI or the Deseret Industries, which we have here in the West and mostly Utah, it was $4.
We're selling it for $38.95 once we paint it and stencil it. If you guys haven't seen, we have new stencils that just came out, JRB stencils, and there is a dairy creamery one. It's like a big one with a cow on it. And we're going to use that one.
We've been using lots of dairy stuff. If we get a milk cow, are you going to make, do I get a design like a dairy stencil for us?
We don't have the milk cow yet.
All right. Christmas in May. Not quite July. Christmas in May. This Santa, Jami actually saw him. I didn't know this until I got him home last week when she was thrifting with her mom.
I've been trying not to buy Christmas.
And I saw it. I'm like, oh, that's a jolly old guy. We're going to get him. So he does have quite a few chips and things. It's paper mache. It was $2. He's going to get a paint job. I might make him look like stone. I might go another direction, like more of a cottagecore apothecary situation.
No, he's getting gray.
He's going stone.
We're going to make him look like concrete and he'll be $22.95. I'm like, I'm not paying Santa apothecary.
Come on, Santa can be apothecary, can't he?
Oh, was there a dog that walked by here? Do you guys, they said love the pooch cameo. Must have been Rex because
you can't see Cody. Small. Cody's tiny.
This, if you guys watched, we did a short this week. We picked this up for 75 cents and $1.75.
Yeah, 75 cents for the topper and $1 for the bottom. So combined, they were under $2.
And this bottom was a Christmas bowl, just like a cereal bowl. We first found the lid and we didn't know what to do. Like we wanted to find something to go on the bottom. And I mentioned to Zeb, let's get a bowl. And anyways, there we go. We painted it with the new
Cottage Colors.
Cottage Colors, Gray Skies. We added salt wash and then we white waxed it.
And I painted the bottom. It's done. Yeah. It's going to be $18.95 when we're finished.
Yeah.
Well, it's finished.
It's
already
finished.
waxed.
I'm like, it is finished. Usually
waxed,
stuff isn't done yet.
But thrifted item here. This is what we're talking about.
Oh, and I actually think that sold.
Did it sell
Yes,
already?
that sold. Dawn bought it. She also bought the vessel with the lid, if you want to show that off, and the antique blue mason jar.
The vessel with the lid.
The one that Kita brought me.
Oh.
My friend Kita, she loves that I junk, and she was out at Savers, and she picked this up for me. She paid $4.99, and I'm going to paint just like this metal part here and the metal part here.
It is metal.
I'll paint them to match that. That would be cute. Since Dawn bought both pieces.
Yeah.
And $14.95 is what I'm selling, what I did sell it for. And then she bought this too.
Oh, this little jar didn't have a price. We got this for 50 cents at the Savers.
No, it was $1.
Was it $1? Either way, that was cheap for Savers, and we were excited. It's a ball jar. and it's got the galvanized whatever top. I don't know. Maybe it's
I
tin
never
there,
find
still
blue
galvanized.
canning jars. I was so excited.
But it's perfect mason and it's in good shape with its lid. It has a dent in the top of the lid, but it's okay.
Yeah, $12.95. Thanks for shopping, Dawn. All right, let's see.
I'm gonna move this stuff over to the table.
Oh, Dawn's been doing lots of shopping. She also bought this white teapot, and it's going to get an IOD transfer. So I did this once before. I love them with, they have the traditional pots transfers. I love the blue one, the navy blue on the white.
Yes, it looks
so that's
good.
what this is going to get. And it was $349. It'll get an IOD transfer on the front. It will not be like, it's going to be just decor because you cannot wash this in the dishwasher once you put the transfer on it. And we paid $3.49 for this teapot. It's a really nice one.
It reminds me when you do the blue transfers of like French.
It's very, yeah, numbers, I call it French
but
blue.
It's reversed.
Yeah.
All right, so this is a 2-part set because we couldn't decide what basket should go with the little topiary. This one has a handle. This one does not, but both of them sit in here good. Although I think I wrote the price. There it is. What is it?
Is it $14.95?
$14.95.
So you get both baskets and the topiary for $14.95, and I think we paid like under $2 for all of it, maybe $2.50.
Yep.
But I couldn't decide which basket looked better, and so I was like, I'll give them both baskets, and they can decide.
It all comes with it.
It's a zinc lid.
Zinc. That's there you go. I'm like, it looks galvanized, but it can't be. It's not galvanized.
All right. Next item.
Next item, we have this. It's a rooster on the top, and this is I think like it just needs some seasoning. It is like a chalkboard, but you can write whatever's in there all nice. Or if you don't think your handwriting's good enough that you could write on that,
you could stencil it.
You could stencil.
They make chalk stamp pencils, so you can. Those are really easy to use with the stencils or the chalk markers. You can use those inside stencils.
The seal works well, so you could probably keep flour or sugar in here.
There's a piece of tape that's Zeb's nemesis right there.
I had to get it. I had to get the tape.
How much was that one?
This one was $3. We're selling it for $16.95.
That's really cute. I like the rooster on top. I would put, you know what? You could put cookies in there, and then you could put like something else, like Brussels sprouts, and then the kids wouldn't want to eat the cookies.
Oh, like cookies down below.
Yeah, real cookies inside, and then Brussels sprouts.
Oh, I see.
Or like or raisins, something your kids don't want to eat.
What if your kid can't read?
Well, I can't help you then.
They're like
draw a picture.
3 years old. Although I feel like 3-year-olds are reading now.
Just something not exciting, and then that's where you hide your cookies. All right, so Zeb scored this. It's a tiered basket. I don't think it comes apart.
It does not. This is solid, welded together.
I love it because it's like a chippy white, and you could put like your fruit in here. That's what I would do, like apples and bananas.
It was $3. Anytime I can get something good that can be like a useful, this would be perfect for fruit, veggies. You could even put a bunch of fun eggs in there, however you want to do it at your house.
Yep. So it's $3 and we're selling it for
$28.95.
$28.95.
And this is one of those items where we get it and it doesn't need painted. It's fine the way it is. It's already got some tasteful distressing. Yeah. So
if I was going to do this, I'd probably do the same thing to it. So let's show them the stacked tins because Deanna just bought them.
Deanna.
So if you guys watch
this is a marriage.
The tins? This.
Oh, these stacked tins.
Those stacked tins.
Also a marriage.
Yeah. So on Wednesday, we did a live with the new IOD molds, and we used the crest mold on the front, and then we used the letterpress numbers inside, and we indented it. Like, what's that called? Impression. Yeah, we impressed the numbers in there. These are apothecary with salt wash and white wax. They were Christmas tins, but not the good kind. The kind that you'd probably just pitch.
They were 75 cents.
They almost look like cake.
Tins. I do like the cake effect that it has.
Yeah. We paid how much for each tin, Zeb?
75 cents each.
75 cents each, and then we made them over and sold them for $32.95 for the set of 3. So if you guys are out and you're yard sailing, a lot of times you can get those ugly old Christmas tins in free bins. So don't pass them up, especially if you've got some DIY paint, salt wash, and IOD at home, because you can make them look super cute.
All right, now can I show them my tiered tray?
Let's
with
show
the
them that
rooster on
tiered
it?
tray.
This is a marriage. So we were at Savers, and this was $14. And it has, these are not the tin pie tins that come with it.
These are like $1 each.
Yeah, $1.99, something like that. But this one has, it says Frontier Pies, no return. And it's a little more old.
Oxidized?
Yep.
I think it'd be so cute at the holidays to have like different kinds of candy or nuts and
or
fruit.
you could actually bake some pies and use it as a cooling rack.
Or pies. I don't know what I'm going to do this year. I'm going to have to learn how to make gluten-free pie.
It's fine. It's whatever. We already had this talk earlier. She's all over here racking her brain, figuring out how to feed me.
That's my love language. I feed
fruit
people.
and meat and cheese, and I'm good.
In case you guys didn't watch on Wednesday, Zeb just got diagnosed with Hashimoto's disease, and they're not supposed to eat gluten because that can exacerbate it. It's not like celiac where you get a horrible reaction to it. But anyways, so I've been trying to figure out how to feed the man.
On that note, this is $42.95.
And it was $14.99.
And there's a rooster on top.
So that's why we have this debate going. He's like, it's fine. You don't need to cook for me. The problem is the man does not plan ahead.
Here's the thing. I work a lot, and then I get hungry, and then I get grumpy, and then I eat, but then I also lose lots of weight. And she's like, I can't be buying new pants for you because we just bought new pants for you.
No, I just like you to be happy and well-fed. All right. We're going to have this conversation later, but I'm like, we have to go on Pinterest and we're going to make a meal plan. I'm going to keep you healthy. And
she's all trying to figure out how to make bread that's gluten-free. I'm like, I already have almond flour tortillas from Costco, and they're good for holding all the stuff that goes inside, and that's about it.
Well, we were actually at a dinner with some adults from church tonight, and one of the gals' moms makes a gluten-free bread, so I'm going to get her recipe. Yeah. Okay, so this was 75 cents, guys. It still has like the original tag or whatever.
Yeah, it says Purina
feed, poultry feed
on the tag.
Yeah, it's an egg basket. It's a good one. It's so cute. You could probably fit 12 eggs in it.
Oh yeah,
because we have, how many eggs do we have in our egg basket back there?
Let's see. Ours is similar size.
Yeah. Anyways, we paid 75 cents and we're selling for $12.95. I like the handles on this one.
This is 10. Yeah, the handles on there are good.
But this is 10. Our chickens lay little eggs.
You could easily, it's the same size basket. You could fit a dozen in there, no problem.
Maybe even a baker's dozen. Anyways, 75 cents, and we're selling for $12.95. Kai says, Jami, happy and well-fed is the secret to happy. Yeah, same for me, though. So I can't be hungry and then have him be hungry and then not know what to feed him.
We don't make good decisions when that scenario happens.
Never. I plan ahead. I just make sure we have food.
I'm bringing this up close so I can show you.
Okay, yeah. We're going to show him this one. I passed this 2 weeks ago because I was like, I don't want to deal with the M or the part of the M. But Zeb wanted it, and he's a man with a plan.
All right. So this was $3. It's not even like a full M. It's like a half. Like
it's from Pottery Barn originally.
Of an M. Yeah. And it's, it's got the good silver on there. It's all tarnished like we like. But can you guys see that? Oh, there you go. You can see the etching right here on that. And it's just, why, unless someone absolutely loves it and they're like, hey, my last name's M. I like that 3/4 M.
My last name starts with 3/4 of an M.
Yeah. I'm gonna do some sort of makeover on it, and it's gonna be $22.95.
I think you said you're gonna put a mold and paint it, but can you do it and not paint the silver? Because I think the silver's cool.
Yeah. So here's the deal: since it's glass, you'll be able to see it from the back side. So I might have to. I don't know yet. I haven't thought it all the way out.
I just told him because we've been working on the church.
Oh, you know what I could do? What? I could do one of those silver solder molds and put that on there.
Oh, could you make it? Could you curve it though so it'll fit?
Yeah, that silver solder is super soft.
And then how do you attach it to the glass? E6000?
Yeah, maybe we'll think on it.
That's like a really expensive upgrade.
The silver solder is not expensive.
Okay.
It's for copper pipes.
You're gonna get a Zeb experiment for $22.95.
For $22.95.
All right. So Tina bought the that big set right there.
Did she buy the set? I found this. It was all together out in the yard. If you don't know about the Deseret Industries, they have a yard area. It's covered, but it's still kind of outside-ish because they just have chain link underneath. And this whole set was out there, and it's awesome. It doesn't need painted, doesn't need anything. I mean, maybe some wipe down, but
yeah, it's crackle and aged, and it's really good. But it was $25, which I thought like was a lot until I was like, well, it's 5 items for $5 each, and they're really cool. So yeah, it was a good deal.
And I would have paid $5 for even this little guy here. Any of these, and these ones are big. Look how big those are. I mean,
individually, if I would have sold these individually, these bigger ones probably would have been $25 each.
Yeah.
Maybe even this one, and then these would have been about $18.95, $16.95. But I decided to sell them all as a set, and we'll do that sometimes. Instead of selling something individually, we'll sell it for a set and then make it like a little bit of a better deal. So we sold the whole set for, does he have the price on there? $89.95. So it wound up being a little bit cheaper than if I would have like sold individually, because that would have been $75. It would have been over $100 if I would have sold individually. Cody, why are you barking?
He can't stop it. There was a lot of kids out front and another dog, and then he was taking a nap and someone just surprised him.
Oh, which is scary.
Yeah,
Cody.
So I'm gonna hold him for a sec while he calms down, or else he'll bark the whole time. He's a schnauzer, the half of him.
He's our guard
schnoodle,
dog,
but half of him schnauzer, and he's barky.
Oh, Delia, you want to
go see Odelia? Oh, he jumped out of my hands.
All right. You can show him that shelf.
I will show him the shelf. This is also one of my finds. It's got like this little birdhouse situation thing going on here.
That's got to go.
Yeah, those are leaving. They're like cardboard. But what I liked was this, because, you know, you always get a shelf, and when they're small like this, sometimes it's too shallow to actually put something on because stuff's always falling off the front. But it's got the rail on the front of it, and it also has a place back here where you could put dish towels or something. It's already on there.
It would be hard because it's so like to put this is you could put
little
S
tea
hooks.
towel. Oh, you could put hooks for your cups, like dual purpose. You have mugs on top, mugs on the bottom.
So I was thinking, I was like, how are you going to use that? Because it's not a lot of space, so it'd be a pain to get them back and forth.
Well,
I mean, you could fit a flour sack towel.
So here's the thing: there was a lot of space, and the wood has warped a little.
But even then, it wasn't that much to be able to put a towel on and off. You need a little more room.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to be fighting it.
So I would put an S hook on there. How much did we pay for it?
I already took the price tag off and molded it into a little mess. Hold on.
You want to shout out, Les? Hey, Les, what's up?
Les, I painted the bottom of something.
Oh, $28.95, and I think we paid $2 for it.
It was $2. Yeah.
Oh yeah. So it's all right. Caitlin already dropped the link. It'll be $28.95. And it's going to be a pain in the butt to paint all those little spindles. We've got to get our sprayer hooked up. Maybe in the next couple of weeks we can.
You know, I am all for a garage clean day. All my garages and shops and workspaces are blown up.
It's hard because we're tired.
Well,
we've been doing landscaping.
I've been doing the projects when you do projects from like 7 a.m. till it gets dark, and then you got to like do regular work stuff too. It really gets in the way of cleaning.
My life is a mess, in case you're wondering. But I'm like, it's only a couple months.
All of the best crafts people, they clean as they go, right?
People are like, your pantry would stay clean if you put everything back. I'm like, I live with 7 other humans. So, and I'm tired. All right. So Tina also bought the urn. So you got to make it good. So she bought those urns and that urn. So, and then she bought the French juice pitcher and the Italian juice pitcher.
Oh, well, we love them both. Almost didn't get this one because the design has a kind of a bohemian vibe to it. But I was like, oh,
I love
it's from Italy. I'm going to get it.
I love the rib detail. This one is just dusty. It actually has the original price tag on the bottom still. So it's probably never been used, but it's just dusty, but it's cool.
And we always snag these. These are classic.
I love those juice pitchers.
This reminds me of Grandma's
Jen
house.
says, no, I don't clean as I go. Thanks for asking. Well, today we shoveled rocks all day and talked to all the neighbors because it's warming up outside and lots of people.
They all want to know what's going on over at the church on
people
500.
have lived in like the church's neighborhood for a very long time, and there's a lot of history there, so people are super excited about it. I'm hoping it brings people into the shop.
Yeah, it doesn't do us a lot of good if they don't shop. I am willing to be a friendly neighbor, though. I like all the people that have stopped by so far.
Well, so Lisa bought some IOD stuff and a Christmas tree cutout, but she also got the egg basket, the white tiered basket, and one of the metal baskets. Do you want to show those?
Okay, metal baskets. These were $1 each. We have 4.
So we still have 3 more of these left. They are the perfect size. I think I haven't tried it out, but I was going to say like a little jam jar, like the little jam jars.
Will they fit a pint?
No, a half pint.
Oh, half
pint jam jar.
Half pint.
Do we have a half pint? They didn't have one at the, oh yeah, here it is.
You got one in there.
So in my mind, when I bought these, I was thinking half pint jam jar, because how cute would this be to gift 3 little jams? Or they might fit the even wider ones, but for sure they fit this style. Or you can use it for flowers or whatever. We paid $1 each, and we're selling them for $9.95. I love anything wire baskets. Or you could put salt and pepper and then flowers in the middle, whatever. They're cute.
Okay.
So we have 3 more of those left.
Those were
Lisa
$1
did
at
some
the
good
thrift
shopping.
store. We're selling them for $9.95.
And then Wendy bought the galvanized milk jug. So sweet.
Keep in mind, let's talk about pricing for just a moment. Were we to buy these wholesale, they probably would be $5 or $6 each. So we price things. We tell you what we found them for when we find awesome steals at the thrift store, which is pretty much always because we don't buy it if it's not an awesome steal. But we keep it at market price when we resell, just because we might not always find the best deal on that, and I still have to sell it to make a living.
I love thrifting for the shop,
so you know,
because we can have a variety.
Yeah.
Whereas if we buy wholesale, we have to buy multiples of stuff. So we get a lot of unique items, and then we like commingle the thrift with the wholesale items and just have a good look.
But if you're also into thrifting, if you're out there and you're digging through the bins and the racks and all that stuff, keep that in mind when you're thrifting. Just because it's $1
doesn't mean you're going to always find it for $1.
You got to do some research. Market value is what we're after.
I'm after market cuteness. By the way, guys, we did get back in. We put it, if you go to home decor at JamiRayVintage.com, I think we put in like 6 or 7 new items today. And one of them is the sheep head. We only have 3. We're going to show you the sheep head.
They're a little different than that one.
They're slightly different, but the picture's on there. I have been looking for this for over, like, I don't know, since we've lived in this house, we haven't had them. And people have been asking for them. They're a little bit spendy because they're cement and molded and big. But we do have 3 of them on the website. So check that out under home decor. I'm just letting you know because I don't want to forget to tell you guys that they're back in. We're supposed to get 6 total, but 3 are on back order. So who knows when we're going to get them in. All right. Let's show them. This set still isn't finished.
We'll white wax it, I think, at the end. I think we can do that.
I wanted to put one more coat of weathered wood.
It does have a little peekaboo through here.
Yeah, so we're going to do one more coat of, old school.
Old school.
Old school on these. We paid 75 cents for them. If you didn't watch Wednesday's live, then you don't know how not attractive they were. But let's just say.
They had a real special finish on them.
Yeah, they were not attractive. Was that Wednesday or Thursday? Thursday's live. Sorry, we went live so much this week. So Thursday's live video.
There you go.
And these were 75 cents each. And we're going to sell the set for, where's the price?
It's on one of these. These are tough. I've dropped
$44.95, but they're not done yet. So they have the new IOD molds. We've got the pig, the cow, and the sheep. And they don't look that great right now, but when we white wax them, they'll look awesome.
It'll show all that detail. Show them the horse.
This is what the finish will look like when they're complete. So this was just $1. It's like an MDF like plaque or whatever. And I used the new IOD horse mold and the flowers from the farm and village. I don't know what it's called, but the one with all the farm animals. This just came out. And then I used old school and white wax and gave it like a cement look. I paid $1 for this and I made it over, and now it's $22.95 for this plaque.
I like it. That's one of the cooler pieces from our video we did Thursday. All right, let me get these over there.
All right.
So we have the horse one, if you guys watch.
Will they just be decor? These can actually be used because the inside, I mean, you can't submerge these in water, but the inside is still food safe because it's still the original ceramic. We don't paint the inside. The outside, you'll be able to just use like a dry rag, like a microfiber rag to like dust them. You can't stick them in your dishwasher. So
don't leave yet. We've got more stuff behind the camera.
I got more stuff. All right. I'm gonna. Okay. Do we show everything? I just want to make sure we show. Oh, we are also. Do not let me forget. We got to show the boxwood that we forgot last week. Okay, Zeb picked up this little wooden box.
I was going to IOD that on Thursday. It was $1.
$1, and we're selling it for $9.95.
We didn't get to it.
So this is going to get an IOD mold on top and a really fun paint job. And then this, does anybody know what this is? I just bought, are you okay? I hear somebody laughing in the hallway.
It's giggling.
Oh, Jack is making funny faces at the boys playing basketball in the front yard. Sorry. I hear this kid giggling in the mudroom. So this was $5 for this?
Yes.
Okay, and it's Napco Japan ceramic, and it's got like this little like pedestal in the middle of it. But the brand is Napco, which is a well-known ceramics brand from Japan, and it's going to be $14.95. Does anybody know what this is? I'm trying to see.
We're like, maybe it's for jewelry. We don't know.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you a pan of this giant
topiary. I'm not sure everybody knows what this is yet, but $14.95. It's cute. Sometimes I buy stuff and I don't know what it is.
It just keeps going. It's about 4.
Looks like a nut dish.
Tall.
Right, well, it could be a nut dish. Flower arrangement, soap. You could put soap in the middle. I've just never seen anything quite like it. All right, so we got right here this topiary. We're going to fix it. It's loose, so we'll glue it back in. I'll put new moss on it, and then we're going to paint the base super cool. The base actually isn't bad now, but I think it could be better. It was $10, which I feel like is a steal because this thing is ginormous. How tall do you think this is?
About 4.5, 5 feet tall.
Not to measure the yardstick. This is a 4 foot. This is actually a yard and a foot. So it's over 4 feet tall.
4.5. I was right.
4.5 feet
it's
tall.
It's in there good enough that it won't lift out. We got to sturdy
we'll fix that though. And it's going to be $199.95. Mostly because it's going to be a pain in the butt to ship. But I am going to make over the urn.
I'm putting it back over
urn
here.
Will get a cool makeover. Speaking of pains in the butt, Zeb is going to make this over, and I don't like to make over slick stuff, but he has a plan for this one.
What is it? Oh, yeah. I'm going to IOD the front. I'm going to put a transfer on it. It'll be fine.
Oh, it might have had a candle that matched it, that little dish that I didn't know what it was.
Yeah. So this bread box, love the style on it. It's actually got hanging hardware on the back. You could hang it up and make it like a little shelf situation.
That is weird. Who hangs their bread on the shelf? Maybe if it was in like an RV.
You could do it underneath a cabinet.
Oh,
and then just have it flip open. But anyway, so there's not a lot. I like the white color on it. There's not a lot you can do on the front of this and still have it be able to open. So I'm just going to do some sort of IOD transfer on that, and I think it'll be good.
So we paid $3, and once we transfer it and we're going to put some sealer on it, it'll be $28.95. Yep. Caitlin had a question. How would I describe the thickness of cottage colors compared to DIY paint?
Thin?
It's just thin. It's like regular. Like if you've used regular paint, I would say cottage colors is like what you would consider regular paint. DIY paint is clay-based and really thick. So yeah, that's the best way I can describe it. It's thinner. It's like regular because it has a self-leveling agent and it has a top coat in it. So it doesn't go on and leave like thick brush strokes and texture because it's made to be just a simple one-step paint where it's got a paint and finish all in one. So it's kind of like apples and oranges. How do you compare those? They're both fruit, but they have different texture and taste. I haven't tasted the paint though, so I can't tell you about that.
I don't think I'm going to taste it.
When are we going to do the challenge from Debbie? We just heard about the challenge. I'm like, Debbie, I am in the middle of renovating a church, but we will do it soon.
I found a briefcase you can skip with.
You're going to be skipping across with some pants, and I'm going to splatter paint on you. That's what we're talking about. Debbie challenges to a paint splatter. Maybe next week or the week after. I got to buy the pants. Let's talk about the briefcase, though.
It comes complete with the code unlocked. It's craftsmanship from start to finish. Scott's liquid gold.
Oh, you need to fix the other side.
Yeah, it's got a, it just needs a hinge. Yeah, right up in here. But check it out.
It is. We're not painting it because it's cool.
It's leather inside. It smells like leather when you open it. It's just really cool.
Can you go get Jack? He doesn't listen to me. He's outside with the big kids.
Yes, I will go get him.
Sorry. Anyways, yeah, it is awesome. And I was going to paint it, but I think what makes it cool, it's a briefcase made of like a hard wood. So if you paint it, then that no longer is that anymore.
Look, all the pieces are right here to fix that.
All right. Well, I'm going to shut that while you go get Jack. And also
lots of exciting things happening today.
Guys. Live TV. All right, I'll get that. I like this. This is really cool.
Yeah.
Hold on. Hold, please.
Just don't let me forget to fix it before
so it was
it gets shipped.
$7.99 and we're selling for $28.95. And I guess if nobody buys it in its wood state, then I will paint it. But I think it's cool. All right, what does the inside of that dish look like? Oh, for rimming glasses. Oh, it could be that for like. Oh no, it's too small. You can't fit a glass in there. That's the dish that we were trying to figure out. I'm like, I tried to look it up, and I know you can do the Google image reverse search thing, but I never wound up. Oh, super chat from Sally. Nice shopping. Thank you, Sally. And thank you for the stars, Jane. Let's see. Carl says, I agree. Very nice piece. Thank you. All right, so I'm going to show this next. So we bought like a big, it's down in the basement. It was a big enamel pot with a lid, and it has a spout for like cider. And we have a ton of apple trees, so we plan on making cider. And so we kept that, but inside, and that was $9.95. But inside that, it had this enamel organizer, which I think is the cutest thing ever. You could put crayons or paintbrushes or different candies, or even like if you had a taco night.
If you actually want to have like separate containers.
Yeah, it's really cool. I don't know what the original use for was, but you know I love anything enamel. So I decided to keep the big pot, but I'm going to sell this. And is there a price on it?
No, because it was on the big pot.
Did I not price it?
Not that I know of.
I photographed
while you're looking for it.
Okay.
This is USA Family Heritage Stoneware, and it's 4 little loaf pan, all in one Stoneware. Super awesome. It was $4. We're selling it for what? What did I write? It looks like it's a 1995er.
Hey, thanks for the super chat, Lisa.
Thank you.
What? No, it's not 1995. I think I'll wait for Caitlin to come up here.
Is it? No, I can't. That's gotta be.
Are the dogs outside?
Sounds like someone let them out. I can't with the. Well, Cody's gonna bark forever, so I'm gonna.
All right. So how much should we sell this for, guys? How much should we sell for? Comment below. Oh, $19.95 for the loaf. I was
right. $19.95 on the loaf pan.
I can make you some gluten-free banana bread made with honey.
Sure.
I'll figure it out.
Honey's
all right.
on the
Comment. What, it's a mini meatloaf pan. Oh, we can eat that.
Mini meatloaf. Nice.
My mother would love that. Maybe it won't sell. It is Pampered Chef. We always buy.
It's not Pampered Chef.
Yes, it is.
It's Family Heritage Stoneware.
Family Heritage is a Pampered Chef.
Who knew? You're blowing my mind over here.
I knew. But you picked it up. But I knew. Okay. Nobody's telling me what should I sell this for. We'll come back to this.
No one wants to pop on it.
Chime in. How much would you pay for this organizer?
So I got to name my own price at Tractor Supply on some chain that they had. They didn't have it marked. It was like back in this weird plastic container. I'm like, how much for this chain? She's like, I don't know. Name your price. I'm like, $25. She's like, that sounds fair to me.
Les, you would probably need at least 2 cans of paint to paint an antique iron bed. If you're going white, maybe even 3, because white doesn't cover, it doesn't have any pigment in it, so it doesn't cover as good as the other paint. $15.95, $19.95. We're gonna go with $15.95 because we had 2 $15. All right, $15.95 it is. I swear I have a picture of it already. Yep, I just forgot to list it. Just a second, and I will get this listed. I do all of my listing from my phone. I've tried to do it on the computer, but I'm faster with my phone. Zeb's going to take care of the barking dogs. It's like a 3-ring circus over here tonight. It's because the kids are about to get out of school, so it's all crazy. All right. I'll make it active. Mini meatloaf and mini banana bread is yummy. Okay. All right. Done. Caitlin, will you drop the link for this? Once it saves, it should be in there now under Thrift Haul. $15.95.
All right, I'm going to show them the huge key. It is $16.95, and it's got hanging hardware already built in. It's wrought iron, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hooks Very sturdy on it too. I like it. I've been trying to swing it as a sword all night, but it's heavy.
It was $1 or $2.
No
Was it
handle.
$2?
Yeah, $2.
They didn't have a price. I have a knack of finding stuff at the thrift store that doesn't have prices. Like every dang time I check out.
It's usually not even one thing. It's like 5 things.
I know, and I always have to get the manager. But $2, and we're selling for how much?
$16.95.
I think it'd be so cute. Like I'm leaving it as is, but it also would be cute painted. Somebody had a question. Really cool. Do you ever paint over bad, ugly enamel? I saw some enamel canisters that were ugly motif, but thought they would look cute painted. Yeah. I paint metal all the time. I usually like enamel's one of my favorite things, so there's usually not too much. But if it like had a geese and some hearts on it, I would totally paint it over.
Geese and some hearts.
You know what I'm talking about?
I know exactly.
Or some grapes. Those things. Like I found the most beautiful urns, but they all had grapes on them. I'm like, I can't with the grapes, so I didn't buy them. That's going to show you the blanket cape Afghan.
Model this. This is waiting for someone to. Snuggle it on a couch.
Oh, somebody bought that already. Let's see who bought that.
Someone already bought this?
No, they bought the enamel. Oh, Lisa did. She bought the enamel 4-pot organizer. Good job, Lisa. Yeah, so this, sorry, I'll like brain track loss here. This is a big Afghan. I love the chevron and the colors in it are really good. All the shades of blue. And it was $4 or $6. I don't know. Where's the tag?
It might have flown off.
Okay, it was $6 and we're selling it for. Did you have a price on it?
I did, but that's what I said. When I wore it, it might have flown off.
That's fine. I can find it. I think it was like $18.95, but I can't remember.
I want to say 16.
Maybe
18.
No, it's bigger. $19.95. $19.95. Sorry, because that one's a little bigger than we usually have. All right, why don't you show them the other Afghan? This one, we all agree. The pastel stripes on it are really good, and it reminds me of sherbet ice cream, which is a good thing. I think it would be cute for a baby blanket, but I also think it'd be cute if you had like a vintage retro vibe going on. And it's another big one.
Yeah, this one's also, it's $18.95.
Yeah, I don't know why I made that one $18.95, not $19.95. It's cute. Look at the scallops.
I think it's because when it was folded, you thought it was smaller.
Does Zeb come with the Afghan to cuddle with on the couch? No.
No, silly.
He only cuddles me.
I only work outside of this home.
All right, there you go. Showing off the Afghan, $18.95 for the pastel one. It is pretty. I don't love all Afghans, right? But like when I find good ones, I pick them up. All right, let's see. Next,
this one was 75 cents. Is that right?
No, it was like $4.
Did that just pick up a tag randomly?
It did. The tag's on the bottom, Zeb.
Oh, I see. All right.
What does it say? Is it 4 or 6? I feel like they've upped their prices for their quilts.
It was $6.
$6. So, but still, you couldn't buy the yarn for $18.95.
No,
okay, somebody made these adorable barnwood magnet boards. They're handmade and they're so cute. We actually have 4 of them. I paid $2 each. I love when I find really good handmade stuff that I would make, but that I don't have to. And we're selling for $19.95 each. These would be really cute, like in a kid's room or even like in a kitchen with a menu on it or a chore chart.
They even took the time to like router the inset for where the tin goes.
Yeah, they did good. They probably actually put them together in more detail than we would. And it's actual barnwood, so these are really cute. So $2 each, and we're selling for $19.95 each, and we have 4 of them.
Smells like good barnwood.
Can I send your pink enamel pot to the shop? Yeah, Les, you can. If you need the address, email Caitlin.
So 4 of those.
Those would be good for a metal punch. Oh yeah, you can make it look like tin or whatever. This was a really exciting find. We never find these at the thrift store.
This is big bean pot on here, or crock. It probably had a lid for sure because it's got a lip here for you to set it on. We did not find it with the lid, but it was at some boutique for $35. We found it at the thrift store for $4, and the boutique was pretty spot on. We're selling it for $36.95.
I was like, you know what? Don't. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Like their pricing was pretty good. So yeah. $36.95. I like all like the pitting and crazing. It's a good one, and it's kind of like an iridescent almost finish on the top. Oh, super chat! Thanks, Leslie. It's for the HVAC fund. Hopefully that gets done. Mike, if you're watching this with Heather, I didn't see Paul this week. I'm calling you out on my live video. And it's going to get hot. And you know I don't like to work sweaty. I need my AC.
It is getting warmer.
I would love to see you stencil on a screen window. Kathy, we can do that. I'll have to find a screen first. I've done it before. It's been a while, but who did it? Christina Cardinal from the Turn Leg.
Yep.
She had one that she did. Oh, you're going to show that? Okay.
I am going to show this because it's great. It's a really good shape. Love it. Huge enamel pot for $5.
It looks like Winnie the Pooh's honey pot. So I told myself I was going to stop buying black speckled enamel because I bought a lot lately and it's been selling, but I couldn't because I try to buy different stuff. I couldn't pass it up.
Really good shape. This might be in the best shape on anything that you got. The enamel has like no chips inside. It's got good. Like one little dent in the bottom. No, 3 little dents from where they put the enamel on it. I
think it would be cute to plant in, but it's also totally usable in a kitchen for canning, for jam. It's just good.
It has one handle so you can dump with 2 hands like this accurately.
See, I didn't even know that's what it was for.
Yeah,
Jana says it's an awesome pot.
You hold the weight with this hand and then you kind of pour out what you need to.
So how much is that one? For that big giant pot?
$36.95.
$36.95, and we paid $5 for it.
Yep.
Okay, so next, I love anything that looks like a ceiling tile. These are not actual ceiling tiles; they are remakes. But we paid $9.95 for all 3 of them. We got a bundle deal, and we're gonna sell them for $16.95 each. They will get painted and waxed. These always do really well for us.
I'm gonna go grab a drop cloth.
Okay. I have a lot in this thrift haul. Okay, almost done. Big basket. I love these because you can roll up your Afghans or put extra pillows in here. And this one is just a really great design. It's kind of a wicker, woven wicker. It was $4.99 and I'm going to sell it for $39.95. And it's a good size basket. You can look at it next to my forearm here. It's just really cute. It could go cottage. It could go farmhouse. You could even boho this up if you had like some bright colored Afghans in it. Okay, so we have lamps. I love pairs of lamps. If they are good style, I will almost always buy them. These, I think, are brass.
Yes, they are
lamps. Brass. And I'm going to paint them and make them look French country. And they will be, they were $7 each, and they're going to be $169.95 when they're done. They're a good brand. They're vintage Cresswell lamps, and they have really cool finials on the top.
She took the shades off. She was like, no one can see these shades.
They had some really ugly embroidery on them that painting would not revive. So if you buy these, normally a set like this would be like $225, but they don't have shades. So it's $169.95. BYO shades. I don't like shipping shades anyways because they make the box weird and cost twice as much to ship.
And they always don't make it anyway because the box gets smashed. No, we haven't had any problems with
not making it, but they're pain in the butt. All right.
This was going to be on Thursday's video and it didn't make it.
This was going to make Thursday's video, but it didn't. It's this giant sign, Hobby Lobby. It's not attractive. But we took out the center, it had a medallion, and we paid $8 for it. We're going to paint it and put the 3 new Farmhouse IOD molds on it and make it look all farm country. And it's going to be $69.95. And it's so big it doesn't fit. There we go. So should I make them? I was going to make it vertical, but I actually like it better horizontal.
I like it horizontal.
So I'm going to make it horizontal with the barn animals.
Because I feel like less people have a large, tall space that they need something skinny or like vertical like that, and more horizontal would fit more.
Well, this would be so cute if you had like a piece of barn wood underneath hung on the wall with hooks. Yeah. And then I'm going to do all 3 farm animals on here. And then we have one more thing.
One more thing. I'm getting the drop cloth out either way.
That's all right. I told Zeb this is one of my favorite smalls I've ever painted. And it's little. It was $1.50 and it was just this pot it comes with a boxwood. And I textured it. It was
like terracotta, but it was already painted over, wasn't it?
Yep. And I used the new IOD molds. This is the olive crust. And then I inlaid the number 5 stamp. And then I gave it a really great paint finish.
What are we painting?
See that? Lots of layers. I can't even remember. It's like apothecary with texture, and we got dark and decrepit, white wax, more apothecary. It just looks drippy and rusty and old. It's good. And it's $12.95.
I have 15 minutes to make this look like this and do salt wash and all the stuff.
You can do it. I believe in you.
Wish me luck. Does this come out? No, it's glued in on the bottom. I'm going to have to be very careful.
Okay. Well, do you have any blue painter's tape?
I might just paint. No, I think I'll just paint it and wipe it. That was gray skies and salt wash, right?
Les has an enamel pot like that. She uses it when she cleans. Are you a scrubber, Les? Because I could use a scrubber around here. I need somebody with a pot and a scrub brush because my house is showing some wear. Good night, Carolyn. I have a bunch of those boxwood pots. Lisa, they would be so cute if you added molds and paint them. Like, I was really surprised at how cute that turned out. Oh, Lisa picked up 2 of the magnet boards.
Nice.
What are you going to do with them, Lisa, if you're still on here? How did Zeb's canisters turn out? Jane, we showed them. They've already sold. Where did they go?
They're over on the table.
Okay.
If you want to grab them.
I'll go grab them.
My salt wash stuff going.
And somebody bought, who was it? Cynthia bought the antique crock with no label. The bean pot.
No label.
Where are they?
They're on the.
Oh, over here.
Yeah. We're all both off camera, but I'm getting some stuff.
Sorry. Is this, are we talking about the canisters or the tins? The tins are here. We need to finish the canisters. Zeb, do you want me to paint the canisters?
You can if you want.
All right. I can't leave. I'll be back. We like to always have somebody on camera, but.
Here we go. I'm ready. I'm ready to do this. I need
old school. These need one more coat and then I'll white wax them. So if you want to buy paint to make over your own finds, we also carry that at JamiRayVintage.com. We now have the cottage colors, so they're not on pre-order, and he's going to be using gray skies. If you're new here, cottage colors is DIY paint, but it is the Jami Ray Vintage line of DIY paint. That's my best way to describe it. We picked the colors. And it's a new finish, and it does separate because it has a top coat, so you got to stir.
You got to mix your cottage colors a little bit.
Okay, where is old school?
Good. We're good to go. Oh, you know what? I got over here without a brush. I'm going to mix some salt wash up, and then we can do a brush.
You need a brush?
I'm actually going to...
Ready? Okay.
I'm actually going to measure. Heaping scoop.
Heaping a scoop. That's how you measure.
Yeah.
I can't believe you caught that. I would have totally got that in my eye. I'm a horrible toss. Jamie,
you don't want to know why I can catch things flying through the air.
Someone told me that I vacuum too much while cleaning. Who could vacuum too much? That is awesome.
You're going to wear your carpet out.
Who cares? Get that carpet clean.
So, just so you know, if you've been used to the DIY paint, which we still love, use it all the time still, it has many amazing uses. We've just been experimenting and doing a lot with the cottage color because it's brand new and it's fun. But this is thinner than your regular DIY paint. So if you get this and you mix your salt wash in it, it might take a little more salt wash to really get it thick, just because it's quite a bit thinner. But I'm going with the texture. I pretty much went 1-to-1 on that. I was using the lines on the cup to measure it up.
Caitlin, would you drop the link to the animal mold? Anna Warren was asking about the sheep mold, which is this one. They're actually, all these animals are, I think it's Village, I can't remember the name. It's a new IOD mold that just came out. Maybe just link, Caitlin, can you put the link for all the new JRV products? See if she gets that on there. If she doesn't, I can stop and link it real quick. But yeah, this is from the new IOD release that just came out. There were 3 new molds, transfers, inlays, and stamps. We haven't even used them all yet. I'm just second coating this because this was ceramic, so there's a few peekaboos on here.
This Klingon R20 is working really well to get down in the details and not get too much paint on my glass. I'm going to wipe it before I heat gun, because I'm going to heat gun because we're on the live stream.
Oh, Caitlin, it just dropped the link to the stencils that are half off right now. We're retiring some stencils. So definitely check that out. And then she just dropped the IOD product. So Anna, check that out.
So those are half off until the 27th, right?
Yeah, and then we won't be carrying them anymore.
And then once they're gone, they're gone. So if you thought you might have wanted, check them out, see if there's some that you were wanting, or maybe you haven't even seen them because we've got hundreds of stencils. And because once they're gone, we're not going to be remaking those ones anymore.
The IOD is not half off, just in case anybody. It just came out. We can't even keep it all. Like, we are reordering like crazy because it is so popular, this new release. Okay, that one's done.
Okay, so I got a little bit of texture.
It doesn't look that great until you wax it.
I don't even know if we have paper towels up here. I thought we were out earlier.
I just put some over there. I don't know. Zeb likes to ask me, Jeannie, me get you paper towels?
No, I'm good.
Lately, I'm like, am I your fetcher? It's because we've been at the church a lot, and he takes charge at the church. Like, that's kind of, it's his jam. And so I just do whatever he asks.
I'm usually in the middle of projects, and we're lifting heavy things. And
sometimes you just like me to fetch stuff for you.
Jamie, can you run get this before I drop it on myself?
So subsequently, it like carries on over to the house. And I'm like, Zeb, you go get it. It's funny. Mostly it makes me laugh. It's part of marriage. But still, I'm not going to go get it.
Hey, you like to have milk and cookies
that
delivered
is true.
to you in bed. I need you to go get me some paper towels.
But I'm not getting them. There's probably some in the half.
I was trying.
No, it's usually like, can you go to the barn and get a shovel? Can you bring me the wheelbarrow? All right.
So I'm just kind of dabbing this on. It's got so much texture, and the paint is covering really well with this salt wash. I'm going to paint the inside of this too, because you'll be able to see it through the glass.
Jamie, sorry, I want to paint my Beeskeep with a white DIY paint. What can I use to make it thicker? Salt wash. Or you can use, DIY has their frosting, which will make it thicker, but not necessarily textured. So it depends if you want a texture or if you just want the paint to be thicker. If you just want it thicker, use the paint frosting. If not, you can use salt wash. And I'm using Old School in case anybody wants to know the color that I have. Old School or weathered wood with white wax. It will really make it look like stone, which is what I'm going for.
Oh, are you just doing another coat of paint on that?
Yeah, I just needed a second coat. Remember, there were peekaboos.
So this piece wasn't bad before. This is all metal here, but the paint job on it, I don't know what they were going for.
It's called Hobby Lobby does a crappy job at faux paint finishes. If you are Hobby Lobby, I'm sorry. But
I feel like you threw them under the bus and backed up a little bit.
Well, it's just most of their faux paint finishes are done by a machine, and they're just not as good as a human. Sorry, but lots of people don't like my paint finishes, and they tell me all the time. It's okay, different strokes for different folks.
Where are those paper towels that you proclaimed to have just brought up?
I didn't. I said, look in the half bath.
Oh, yeah.
My mom keeps paper towels in there because she doesn't like, she says that it's unsanitary for people to use the same towel over and over again. And the half bath is for guests, so she always keeps paper towels in there.
Oh, she has gone and completely removed the towel out of that room.
I just put a towel. Yeah, my mom does not like that I have a towel in there. Maybe it was dirty and she took it out. But look, paper towels were in there.
Yes,
so this was painted with Old School and salt wash on the first coat. That gave it texture to make it look kind of like some cement. But also these canisters were way shiny and 2 coats of paint sticking really, really good. Especially since it had a long time to dry. You want it to look smooth, Les. All right, paint frosting it is. That's what I would use. The paint frosting takes it's like a little tiny thing. Read the directions. It takes like hardly any, like I think 1 little jar of paint frosting does 5 quarts of paint to make it thick. And you need to let it set up for up to 12 hours for maximum thickness.
There's still basketball going on outside.
Do we even have the lights on for those poor kids?
No, the lights are on. Redrick's got it.
Oh, Redrick turned them on?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm going to have to go out there and show them how to play some basketball. They're all out there in their Jordans doing like spins and stuff.
The neighborhood kids have decided that our house is the basketball house. Wait till they get in the pool next week.
Yeah, it'll be a thing. It's fine. It's why we have it, right?
Yes.
That's how I learned how to play basketball, was on a hoop in my yard, and all the neighborhood's kids coming over and playing because I had a hoop.
With all the things that kids could be doing, I'm thankful that they're wanting to be over at our house. Are the cows on the canisters from molds? Yes, Dawn, they are. If you look up, scroll back a little bit, or Caitlin can drop the link again. If you go to jamirayvintage.com under IOD or the new JRV products, it's the new one of their new molds that just came out. Caitlin, the horse canister is not listed yet. It's been giving me fits, so I don't want to list it until I know it's going to look good. So maybe next week we'll have that one up. Yes, Les, the paint frosting is a DIY product. It's all natural like the rest of their products. And it's much better than using plaster because plaster is going to make your paint like textured, whereas the paint frosting makes it smooth, which is what you said you were going for. I do need to paint the top rim of the canisters. I will do that when we're no longer live. The problem though is I will actually probably just wipe these off so it's a nice clean line, because sometimes if you have paint on paint, it sticks.
Oh, look at that. It came out.
That's funny.
I'm going to have to reglue that, but yay.
All the effort of trying to be neat.
The paint's starting to dry out, though, and it's sticking on this glass.
Okay. I think I'm going to do the sheep one, and the rest I'm going to let air dry and do later. We all know that the sheep one is my favorite. Thank you, Caitlin. It's the Village Market mold. That's the one with the animals on it. It is so good. I was super excited when it came out. So you don't need to use the heat gun on your projects. We're just doing this for live TV. This is my new Harbor Freight heat gun, and so far it works pretty good.
Don't drop it. We used to use those at the tire shop, and I was constantly replacing them because the guys would just drop them on the concrete.
Oh, okay. And it might not
that might
survive.
be any heat gun, though.
There's too much paint between the sheep's legs. It's like puddling.
All right, so I'm going to white wax this. If you missed it earlier, we did a reel earlier in the week on this. So if you want to see this actually get made over and watch us thrift for it, you can see that.
Yeah, it's on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and Pinterest is where you can see us make this over.
If you don't know what a reel is, it's like a quick 30-second video, so it's not a lot of time investment.
Yeah, the horse mold is amazing. IOD really came out with some fun stuff.
Oops. We're going to catch the kitchen on fire.
Don't catch my kitchen on fire.
I'm going to grab some white wax, and then I think we're ready.
Yep, we're ready for white wax. The magic of the white wax. Just have paint that's a little bit thick in a few spots and kind of smooth it out. I'm using my butter knife to dig the paint out between the sheep's legs.
So the nice thing about mixing the salt wash with the new cottage color is that the cottage color has a built-in sealer, so you're usually ready to just go with the waxing.
Dawn, the IOD molds is probably more than I can explain in, well, actually time's up, but we'll probably go another 5 minutes. But you just put paper, clay, or resin in them, and then you glue them onto your piece, and then you paint them. But if you search Jami Ray Vintage IOD mold on YouTube or Facebook, videos should pop up showing you how to use them. Or if you, I think you commented on Facebook, if you go to the Jami Ray Vintage page, just scroll back a little bit, like a couple of posts, and our live from Thursday is when we made these initially, and you can see how we made them. There are a few tips and tricks that are good to know. How many people are watching on Facebook and YouTube? Caitlin would have to tell you that. We have 873 between the two platforms. Oh, Rhonda got 3 of the stencils that are on sale. Sweet. So 667 on YouTube, which means we have about 200 on Facebook watching. What kind of paper clay? We use IOD's paper clay. We also carry Creative paper clay
so
because
if you're looking for it on the website, it's called air dry clay.
Oh, sorry.
I'm in the habit of calling it paper clay because it used to be called that.
I'll use the white wax when he's done. If we run out of the IOD paper clay, we use the Creative, so we carry both. Thank you. Caitlin just dropped the link to the latest video for Facebook, so that way you can catch that one, Dawn, and then have all the information in there. And it's live, so it's a little bit long, but then you can see us do it in real time.
It is it's like one of our longest videos we've ever done ever.
Yeah, it's like an hour and a half.
It's an hour and 45 minutes.
Hour and 45. Yeah, that's probably hands
I think
down.
that is the longest.
I think we were both tired and we just wanted to get our projects finished.
Yeah.
So we just stayed live. All right, I'm going to white wax this, and it's going to look a little bit different than his because I've got this darker undertone, but I feel like it really transforms itself when.
So I'm just wiping.
Is that what you needed a paper towel for?
No, I was using it to clean.
Oh,
my glass.
I'm like, because I have rags over there.
I'm still using it because it's here and I found some dry spots.
Oh, okay.
This is going to match this perfectly. And you don't have to seal the cottage colors. The wax in this instance is just for decor. And
if you guys
the look a little.
Are still watching and you're on Facebook or YouTube, if you can share this video out, especially on Facebook, it really helps us out a ton. Okay, I've got my white wax on there. I'm going to go grab a washcloth because I just bought some new ones.
These are going to match pretty well. I feel like I did a good job getting the ratio of wax on there right. Let me hold on just a sec here.
That's what I like about paint is you can take two unrelated items and make them match. Like now these look like a match set. Okay, so this will get a little bit lighter once I buff it again on Monday because you want to give it at least 24 hours to dry. And then you can really give it a good buff. But I'm going to wipe back this
heat gunning the wax doesn't work out very well. It just wants to melt all over everywhere.
I'll show this to you guys up close too. You heat gunned the wax?
No, I did not.
But if you put it on when it's still hot, it kind of melts. It's all right because it'll cure up nicely. Oops.
Look at how much better that looks. My two pieces here, I'll bring them. I gotta re-glue this on the bottom.
I hope all you guys go back and watch what these look like beforehand because these canisters were ugly.
Okay, so this is these two pieces here were completely different. Paint and some wax and salt wash really got that together. And now we have two completely different items. Let me see if I can hold this. It's a little wobbly since that base needs to be re-glued. And look at that. If you've got some stuff that you like and you want it to all match and it's not necessarily the same style, throw some paint on there, change it up, and it can really work. You can even change it for the seasons if you want. We have some stuff that we've painted about 10 times because Jamie's like, I need that to be red. I need that to be apothecary.
Hey,
it needs to be blue.
The power of paint. Okay, this is a little bit splotchy and I need to buff it some more, but we'll show you that sheep canister up close. Adding the white wax really adds the texture and makes it look like cement. All right, guys. Phew. It has been a long day, but we are so happy to spend our Saturday nights with you guys. It's a great way to unwind and get ready for Sunday. If you're wanting to buy anything, just hit up JamieRayVintage.com. And if you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to Jami Ray Vintage for more
DIY.
Love you guys. Have a great weekend and a good Sunday. Oh, where's my mouse here?
Oh, yawn coming. I couldn't fight it. It's time for bed.
Yawning.